Hello everybody, Wilton over here. Got an email from a funeral director, and his question here is, to paraphrase that, is his firm is in a densely populated area, and there's about 10 firms in his densely populated area. But in the last 50 years, families always go to the same firm. So the market share is more or less kind of spread, right, somehow between those 10 firms. And then a hard time convincing those families that go to their competitors' firms to come to them. So, how, like anything that I could recommend to them in reaching those families and to convince them to come to their firm? So it's pretty interesting question here. So this is still the framework I would suggest, and the framework is this. First is you still want to make sure that you are reaching them, those that are looking for your services already, right? We're a little bit more transient these days, or it might not necessarily be, it usually could be the daughter, the son who is in another state doing the research. So those, we still want to make sure you are appearing in front of them, right? Imminent need, near need situation. That's why Google is still the main weapon of choice over here to gain market share, but at the same time, of course, is also to protect your market share, right? So I'll give you a quick example here. If I am here in Las Vegas, or I'm looking for a funeral home in Las Vegas, right? So definitely um, right? You still want to make sure you show up on Google though, right? If I'm looking for cremation, for example, right? So there's ads up here locally and organically, right? So for example, La Paloma over here, right? They still want to make sure they are protecting their market share and gaining market share. So that's still the main weapon of choice in the beginning. But once you show up, right? And the pie is only so big. If you want to eat into your competitor's market share, and once you exhaust Google, then you probably have to go up the funnel and to build top of mind awareness. Top of mind awareness is very, very critical. So that way, before they start looking for your services, you start to educate them about your brand and how you're different, right? So using very, very old school uh, analogy here. So let's look at the print yellow pages. If you're looking for plumber, right? In the good old days, we all go to the print yellow pages. And very often when we go to the print yellow pages, we go straight to plumbers. There's a bunch of ads there. And typically some of us, we look at larger ads, some of us look at smaller ads. And that's why all funeral homes, I'm sorry, all plumbers, they change their name to be a plumber, right? So they get listed right in the beginning. But if you psychologically think, very often back then, how you choose plumbers on in the print yellow pages is you're looking for that brand that you might resonate with, that top of mind, that plumber that you saw on billboard, on TV, on radio, right? So that way, you might actually, when you saw them on print yellow pages, you will call them first. So that's same thing with search though, right? You want to make sure you appear on there, but prior to that, you got to be building a lot of branding, a lot top of mind awareness. So if you already conquered Google, because there's only so many people, right, that's looking for eminent need near situation in on Google at a given day, then you have to start building top of mind awareness. So you very old school name for this is push marketing. You got to push your messages out there. Google is pulling them in, right? So Google is pulling them in. Then you got to be pushing your message out there. So as far as pushing your messages out there that you're elite funeral home, that you are different, your life celebration funeral home, right? You're better than X, Y, and Z if you're home down the street. You gotta be pushing a message out there. And there's going to be a few weapons of choice. Could be social media, could be running Facebook ads, could be running YouTube ads, could be doing Google banner ads, right? It's all those are pushing a message out there. To answer that funeral director's question is first make sure you conquer Google. That's low hanging fruit. They're looking for you already. Once you already conquer Google, then definitely you gotta be doing a little bit more top of mind awareness then. Okay, you have any questions? Let me know.